Hey, this is Final Draft. You're listening to Everfree Radio Live, and this is Saturday Night Songs with Michelle Creber. Michelle, how are you this week?
Hi, I'm Michelle Creber. I don't know where I am. Someone just stuck a microphone on my head. It's like this black thing, and I don't know where I am. I'm so confused. I'm really confused.
You sound like Luna from Friendship is Witchcraft. Have you ever seen that?
I actually haven't. I need to see Friendship is a Witchcraft.
Did they ever get you to record lines? Because that sounded pretty spot on.
No, actually, I don't know. I don't understand the reference, but it sounds funny.
Can I get you to say "I'm the princess of the night" in that voice?
I'm the princess of the night.
There it is. I think that proves it right there. Well, hey, okay, so I've been following your Facebook and Twitter accounts, and I see you've been quite busy lately. Or really, I should say, as usual.
Hi, yeah. Well, yesterday actually was my last day on the latest movie I've been working on. I played the role of the youngest daughter, Ellie, in a made-for-TV movie called Killer Among Us. It's based on a very tragic true story, and so we're trying to honor the lady who passed away in this story. So it's a heavy subject matter, but I really like the acting challenge, and I really enjoyed working with such an amazing cast and crew and fantastic director.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to watching that movie. Do you know when it'll be on?
Well, it'll be airing on Lifetime in the U.S., probably in around mid-September. Not sure about the dates or when it'll be on in other countries, but, I'll keep everyone posted on my Facebook and Twitter accounts.
Indeed. And make sure you also let us know when Smart Cookies is going to be airing. For anyone out there who doesn't know about Smart Cookies, this is another made-for-TV movie where both Michelle and Claire Corlett, a.k.a. Sweetie Belle's voice actors, play 2 out of 5 girls in a misfit Girl Scout troop.
Yes. Well, actually, I just found out some more information about Smart Cookies. It's going to be airing in the U.S. on Saturday, August 18th, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time, and 7 p.m. Central. And... Wait a minute. Wait, okay. This means that it'll be airing right around the time that I'll be performing at Everfree Northwest My Little Pony convention in Seattle. What?
What the Jungle Ducks? That's the exact time you're going to be performing, isn't it?
Yeah. Seriously? That's what? Really?
What?
What?
Really? Well,
What the heck?
you know what?
Oh,
It was meant to be, right? Somebody scheduled that intentionally.
Oh, sweet applesauce.
Okay, so anyway, getting back on track, Michelle, last week we reviewed the songs you've released to date and talked about your CD concept and how your album is featuring top songs from every decade for the past 100 years.
Yep, I've released Don't Mean a Thing from the 30s and When You Wish Upon a Star, which is a duet with Andy Stein, a.k.a. Mundo Pony.
Mundo
And
Pony.
that was from the 40s, so...
Well, and then last week we played a teaser, the first minute of Rockin' Robin, which is your song from the 50s.
Rockin' Robin has been so much fun to do, and I love this rockier arrangement. Not quite sure if that's a word, but
We'll roll with it.
Precisely. We're not releasing the entire song yet, but would you like to hear another sample from this recording? This is one of my favorite sections of the track, actually.
Why, certainly. Show us what you've got. Wow, I'd like to see you perform that live. Are you going to be performing that song at Everfree Northwest in Seattle this August?
You bet your Zap Apple Jam!
Well, I can't wait for that. So that was the 50s. So far, we haven't heard anything about the 60s yet, have we?
Oh, well, don't you worry, because we're working on some great ideas for the 60s, but no spoilers here.
Aw, okay. We'll look forward to hearing about more about that. Moving on, you released a teaser of Saturday Night from the 70s, and according to the video on your YouTube channel, that was back on February 3rd.
Wow. Oh, February 3rd. Yeah, that was 4 months ago. Finishing that song is definitely dragged on, but it's only because we just want to get it exactly right because it's a very involved arrangement, and I think we're on about like version 15 or 16 right now, but we're so close.
Well, is there any chance at all you can show us another sample from that song?
Yeah, okay.
There you go, a sample of the song Saturday Night on the radio show Saturday Night Songs, which happens to take place on, you guessed it, Saturday night.
And I am also going to perform that song live at Everfree Northwest. And you guessed it, that performance is happening on Saturday night, right in the middle of the convention, which is running over the weekend from August 17th to the 19th.
Okay, so Saturday Night is your song from the 70s, and then you've already released two great songs from the 80s, The Boy from New York City and Wanted Dead or Alive. How about the 90s?
Still secret. Now, actually, it's a lot of the album is still secret because there are more than one song for a lot of the decades.
Do you want to hear another secret?
What?
Everfree Radio might be doing a 90s week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, did I say that on air?
Oh my gosh, that's like almost as exciting as the fact that Acoustic Brownie and Mando Pony are going to be at the Everfree Northwest Convention.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, and also they'll be performing with me, and I'm so happy.
Well, okay. Well, I'm intrigued and can't wait to hear what else is in store aside from Acoustic and Mando Pony at Everfree Northwest, which is going to be awesome. But did you know... But since you've revealed some information about all the decades between the 30s and the 80s, except the 60s, I'm especially feeling a bit of a gap here.
Quite so. Well, I was digging around my recordings and came across this little gem that I recorded at Bryan Adams' studio in Vancouver. His studio is called The Warehouse, and I recorded this when I was 5 years old. It happens to be from the 60s, so do you want to, help me fill that void? So, for the time being, for the 60s.
Michelle singing a song from the 60s when she was 5 years old. I think we all have to hear this. Oh my goodness. I think the cuteness meter just buried in the red, and I could hear the sounds of hearts melting pretty much everywhere. One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. I'd say there was a bit of foreshadowing going on there.
Yeah, and my mom just came across some great pictures of that recording. So funny. I'll post some of them on my Facebook page and my Twitter account.
Well, I think we're all looking forward to seeing some more pictures from your career and, more of your recordings from across the decade soon. Have you decided what you're going to call your CD yet?
Good question. We've been trying to decide on a title and last week, and we decided to put the question out to all my followers on Facebook and Twitter. And there's been tons of responses. And actually, a lot of the fans have been coming up with some fantastic ideas because, of course, they're all usually extremely creative people. So,
What I've seen of your fans is definitely the case. They seem like a great group of people, and it doesn't surprise me that they would come up with some good ideas.
I know, right? Oh, and actually, your idea was one of them. You tweeted me a good suggestion.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Decadence. I threw that out there because it was a shameless pun. And it has the word decade in there, but, it also has a bit of class to it. So
I didn't get it at first. I was like, what? And then my mom explained it to me. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's punny.
Yeah, I think people saw what
Ow.
it did there.
I'm sorry.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm good. Funny bone.
The pun hurt.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh.
Well, so how are you going to decide on a title?
Well, my mom and I talked it over. What we were thinking is we want to give people another week or so to come up with some more suggestions. And then we're going to pick our favorites out of all the ideas, and then we're going to have the fans vote.
That's a great idea. And a nice feather in the cap for someone if their idea gets chosen for the final.
Well, actually, it's not just a feather, but they'll also receive a signed copy of the CD when it's all finished.
That's fantastic. I can't imagine anyone who would oppose that idea. I'm going to get thinking about more punny titles, I think, though.
Oh, you do that. Definitely. And how about we announce my favorite suggestions on next week's episode of Saturday Night Songs?
Deal. Same time next Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific, if I can say it.
Same time, same place. If you can say it.
I think I can. Same time, same... I did it.
I don't know. I don't believe you.
Same time, same lace... No!
Shame on you.
I tried, Michelle. I tried.
Shame you, Mike.
No. Well, that... it'll bring shame upon my household, but I'll redeem it somehow with more puns. Well, that about wraps it up for this week's edition of Saturday Night Songs. Michelle's music is available in higher quality audio than the recording made of this broadcast through her CD Baby account, as well as on iTunes, Amazon, and other online retailers. Don't forget to leave a comment if you like the music, because, Apple Bloom likes comments, don't you?
Won't you leave a comment?
Argue with that. I dare you, fandom. Argue with that. Remember, guys, that any of the purchases made on Michelle's CD Baby account helps towards a great cause. And, Michelle, why don't you remind them about what a portion of the proceeds are going to go towards?
Yeah, well, Plan International's Because I Am a Girl campaign is a fantastic movement that basically helps young girls and women to be their better selves and grow to be the best people that they can be. So it's a very, very touching movement. It's good.
It's a very worthy movement. It's definitely worth the 99 cents per track.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Oh, Lord, what did I start?
You started indubitably, but we also need to... We were going to start another hashtag, though, weren't we?
Yes. It rhymes with Lungle Nux.
Bungle Tux.
How did you know? How did you guess that?
It's just, it's my
psychic.
Talent with only...
Unbelievable.
Only partially psychic. And I don't
Wow.
know. I think we need to get them doing hashtag Jungle Ducks. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's necessary.
We need to get the project off the ground, especially after that fan art you got.
I love that idea. It's like the little toy ducks, the little rubber ducks.
The little rubber duckies.
Yeah.
They're so fun. Shameless 80s references. Well, guys, if you haven't seen that image, it is actually on Michelle's Facebook page, which you should be subscribed to. Come on. You should also subscribe to Michelle's YouTube and her Twitter account. And also, she has a website where she posts updates, has a nice Facebook feed, posts different press releases. It's michellecreber.com. How easy is that to remember? And remember, again, guys, that if you like the music you're hearing, go and buy it in high quality. It goes towards a great cause. The link for Michelle's CD Baby account is on Everfree Radio's front page on the right sidebar. You'll see it right there. Again, go for it. Well, so, Michelle, I think we got time for, about 10 minutes worth of live question answer?
Yeah, I think so. Just one more thing. If you want more information for Because I Am a Girl, go to becauseIamagirl.ca for the deets. The deets, what? Deets.
The deets. I think that's what they call details in the slangs.
It's the deets.
It's the deets. That's if you abbreviate it. Okay. So there's some questions that have been thrown.
I see what you did there. I'm sorry. I'm slow.
You know what? My jokes are bad. It's not that you're slow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got some questions. MLP Problems, who is a prolific tweeter, actually, asks, what is your favorite sport? And that's kind of a silly question, isn't it?
Oh, it's pretty obvious. I actually really holding myself down to this chair. I was coming to the point where I was like, maybe I should tie myself to the chair so I don't go look at my phone for the hockey score. It's like, oh, did they tie it? Is LA up 2-0? I don't know. It's killing me.
Well, we got another question here, or at least
Nobody tell me, please.
I can say, guys, just having been on a phone conversation one time with Michelle when a Canucks game was playing, it's intense. You've got passion for that sport. You do. And that's something that you should be proud of, because some of us Americans don't have quite that kind of loyalty to our teams.
I've got so much Canucks merchandise. It's ridiculous.
Well, and I tried to root for the Wild this year, but they didn't even make it to playoffs. They just did their time and went home. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know about the Wild. Yeah, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Okay, so someone who's oddly named Man-Child in the chat says that your Upper South twang accent is excellent. And I should know. I talk that way myself. So there you go. You got a compliment for your Apple Bloom voice.
Thank you very much.
Let's see here what else I got here. Have you heard anything? And this is a question from Chills Master, who I think is looking for deets. Have you heard anything about John Delancey's BronyCon documentary that he's been working on? They've raised quite a few $1,000s towards it.
Oh, no. I'm curious, but no.
Well, hey, let me be the first to tell you. They are actually throwing together a big documentary. It's going to feature Lauren Faust. John Delancey is going to basically host it. Tara Strong is going to appear in it, and they're going to be documenting the conventions, and they're going to be trying to document the Brony fandom. And they've raised, I believe, approaching $100,000 towards it.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
I know. You should be contacting them. They got to talk to you.
Huh. Yeah, I'd be happy to take part in that.
Well, let's see what we can do here. Let's see here. Osaka Jack, who is a regular of this show, is asking, the movie you just finished working on sounds dark by the title. Is it too violent for kids to watch? This is the one that's going to be on Lifetime, Killers Among Us.
It's not violent. It's the aftermath of a death. There's one dramatic fighting scene, but it's no gore, no blood kind of scene. It's got a scary type of storyline to it, but I think it'll be like PG.
Would you say that its intensity is coming then from like the drama, the emotion of the story?
Yeah, definitely. The crying and all that is be traumatizing for a young child to watch, but I think about 10 and up I think could handle it, yeah.
Well, and I should point out that a couple of members of the chat, by the way, just while we were talking about this question, pointed out that actually that BronyCon documentary has almost raised $200,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's kind of becoming huge. Well, we had a quick question from one person named Silver Streak, which is, do you read Ask blogs? And if so, have you ever read the Ask the Cutie Mark Crusaders blog? Now, I should clarify, these are Tumblr blogs. They're just online, where people basically answer questions as if they're certain characters from the show. Have you heard about any of those before?
Oh, no, no.
It's okay. I didn't hear about them until a couple of months of knowing about the show myself. So, okay, well, I got a question from actually a member of the Beetle Bronies, a pretty well-known Brony musician group. Beetle Cutie Brony asks, "Are there any places you've ever wanted to visit around the world?"
I definitely Europe. I don't think I've ever actually gone out of the continent, which sucks, but we just have never had the time. We've always had plans to go to Europe, and then I booked something. We're like, dang it! So cancel our flight.
You got to watch out because what will start happening is you'll start going over to Europe more often than you'd expect. It just,
Yeah.
especially once you get to college, it will happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got another question. This one's from Hot Cocoa, which he asks, "Are you a fan of your coworkers' other projects slash cartoons slash TV shows?" That's in, for example, Ashley Ball's in Voltron, Andrea Libman is in Strawberry Shortcake, etc. Do you ever watch any of those other shows because you work with that talent?
Yeah, I've actually seen quite a few of them on TV. Oh, are you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Oh, so, geez. Me and Mom went, oh, it sounded like we just were left in the dust. We're like, what? Where are you?
No,
I'm
no,
lost.
I'm lost.
no, we're still here. We're all still here.
Oh, okay. Oh, oh, Lord.
Calm down. It'll be all right.
Ooh, okay.
I'm getting messages saying, "Don't worry, it's okay."
Okay.
Okay, I got one from actually an EFR associate, Screwball. He asks, "Is there a sport that you've ever thought about trying, like water skiing or something?"
Oh, I've always wanted to jet ski. It looks so fun. I would love to try it. Another one I think I'd like to try is what's it called?
Curling?
With the no, it's like hockey with the round sticky. That's it. It's lacrosse. Yep.
Ah.
Yep, that's it. I want to try that. It looks really fun because you just carry it. It's so much easier.
See, I actually live in Minnesota, and there is a city right across the border in Wisconsin named La Crosse. And yeah, I've always wanted to go see a lacrosse game in La Crosse, just out of principle,
Yeah.
Just to say I had. I ate pizza near the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's just the sort of thing I do.
Yeah.
I had key limes in Key West. You got to do these things. Well, okay, so let me see if we've got any other questions here. Well, there was one good question from, and I'm trying to find the person's name. Let's see here. Where'd they go? Here we go. Sam, or I should say Sax M13 asks, "What musicians are going to be playing along with you at Everfree Northwest? And do you know what instruments they're going to be playing?" And I should say, obviously, Mando Pony would probably be playing either his guitar or his mandolin, I think. I know that Ed from Acoustic Brony is a drummer, and Jim is a guitarist, singer. So do you know of any other bandmates that might be going along, or...
Well, Dad is going to be playing the piano, and I'll be doing some drumming and guitaring. And my mom will be doing some Bee Gees, so background vocals. And yeah, it'll be fabulous.
Well, and I should point out as well, like we were talking about last week, I think it was, that your dad is actually a pretty well-known keyboardist in the jazz community, and is really well known for his keyboarding and his piano skills. So that's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see if we've got any other questions here. Otherwise, we can maybe take one more and then wrap it up.
All right.
MLP wanted to know what favorite sports besides hockey.
Besides hockey? Okay. Mom just said that MLP probs, I don't know if you heard or not, but asked what's the fave sport for me besides hockey.
Field hockey.
There you go. No,
Now that's
wait,
just not a fair question.
No,
that's just not fair.
Soccer,
Really?
probably volleyball, badminton too. I don't know.
Badminton, yes.
I don't really play any other sports besides hockey. But okay, to watch, I'd say lacrosse. I like watching lacrosse.
Have you
I
ever
never
watched...
actually played lacrosse though, so my favorite sport beside hockey playing is definitely soccer.
Have you ever watched lacrosse in lacrosse?
No.
I'm told it's fabulous.
Oh, you're told. Okay.
I'm told. I hear things from all of the lacrosse players I know
From lacrosse.
from lacrosse who totally exist and aren't fabricated
Yeah.
now.
Gosh, yeah.
Okay, well,
What are you telling me? There's no lacrosse players in lacrosse?
well, anyway, I think that about wraps it up this week. Unless there was any other questions you felt like thinking of yourself and answering.
I don't know.
I think we're good here. Well, Michelle has got to get going, guys. She needs to go see Friendship is Witchcraft, the Luna episode now, because
After I watch the hockey game.
after you watch the hockey game, of course. Again, everyone, just so you remember, go to her YouTube page, go to her Twitter page, subscribe, go to her Facebook page where you can see updates, participate in contests, help her name her album something that isn't a horrible pun. You know, just you can go and you can follow all the things that Michelle is up to because you've been up to a lot. And
Oh, yes. I also finished school, which is awesome.
nice.
I'm free to do whatever I want.
Well, you never know. You might get another call to do some more filming.
Sure, very true.
It's possible. Or they might drag you to one of these brony conventions in August.
Yeah, man.
Like Evertree.
Lady, no. What? Oh, Lord.
Well, so anyway, again, guys, check out all of her websites. MichelleCreber.com is another one. And also remember to buy her tracks and to leave comments because you don't want to make Apple Bloom sad. I mean, who would want to do that? Can you imagine, Michelle, somebody making Apple Bloom sad?
Oh.
It's terrible. It's a terrible thought.
I don't want to think about it.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. I'm having... Oh.
Listen to that, guys.
Floor's melting.
Listen to that. How can you argue with that? All right. Michelle, well, thank you again for joining us this week. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, too. Thank you very much.
All right. And you have been listening to Everfree Radio.